Good evening, Noswitha, hello, welcome back, Croizo, welcome back to the channel. Here we are, back on Puzzle Combat, and we are up to the, looking at 5-star heroes. So I've done a video on 3 stars, I've done a video on 4 stars, and now it's time to look at the 5-star heroes. So the ones that I have, primarily, obviously, and we'll try and consider some of the ones I don't as I go up against them. So here we have, let's see, I'm going to look for teams with mainly 5 stars. Okay, let's go for this team. They're pretty much all 5 stars. I'm going to go with my blue team to attack. Now, Logan was actually my first 5-star. He's a reasonable guy. So if we go in, let's just quickly check his stats. So Logan, who is a reasonable all-around attacker, deals 216 damage to the target. All allies get 180%. Attack for 3 turns, which is useful, and clears status ailments from all allies, which is really useful if they get hit by anything, so it's worth saving his special skill. Lillian is the other sort of regular 5-star blue that I have. I don't have any more blue 5 stars after these two. Hang on, let's just click on the right one. Beg your pardon. Oh, no, go back. There we are. So Lillian has got an armor buster, which is quite useful against armored enemies, but not that good against general things. Deal 310 to the damage to target, deals 100% damage against armor, additional 100% even. Caster gets plus 51 chance to perform support attack from the main target of an ally special skill for 3 turns, which again is a bit, it's not great. Logan is more useful of those two, and that is all of the blue 5 stars that I have. I have CROCKETT, who is currently my stand-in sort of, he's not exactly a healer, but he does produce armor, which works in the same sort of way as healing, really. Plus attack and defense boosts, which are pretty useful. And I will also take Umbra, who is one of my favorites. Now, Umbra is a hero of the month, so not readily available. And she has 405 damage to the target, which is good. 36% chance to target their allies when using an offensive special skill, which is awesome. And if it works, it's really fun and can win you a raid without having to do anything. Target gets minus 144 defense for 3 turns. Defense down is always quite handy. It is a focused defense down, which is not as exciting. And Bridget here, just bringing up the ranks as a what have we got? A reserve, a 4-star. So I've already done a video about 4 stars. If you wish to Google it. And Bridget is a good hero, which is why she's in my team, even though she is not a 5-star. Now, the enemy heroes that we are facing, we have, I believe this is Zidane, yes, Bounty Hunter. I don't think he's a hero of the month. Deals 213 damage to target nearby enemies, get 21% charge generation, and regenerates health. So quite useful. The charge generation thing can be really useful as well, because, you know, boosting your charge, especially on raids, can be really good. Not going amazingly well at the moment, but never mind, let's not dwell on that. So the other heroes on their team are, there's one of them, that I've got. So I do have a DD, who I will talk about in a bit. We also have Anastasia, who is a good healer and armorer. Generally good at keeping people alive, so she's a really quite versatile. This fella, Xavier, or Xavier, however you want to pronounce it. I'm not sure if he's a hero of the month or a regular hero. I can't remember off the top of my head. 201% damage target, reduces the charge, and the reducing the charge thing is pretty good, and it blinds them and increases their chance to miss, which is also quite useful. So he's quite a handy hero. Now, boom! Now I'm going to... my healer is dead. That's not good news. I'm going to target a DD here as the... evade, that's handy. The opposite colour to the majority of my tiles. Let's see. Let's get some purple tiles into play. It's not going terribly well, but I've got to say that's really, at the moment at least, down to the board. Possibly my playing of the board, of course, but let's not mention that. That's just rude. So here we're going to show, hopefully, so Umbra is going to put her twisty thing, so you can see now that DD has got a defense down and a twisty thing on her, though this might kill her. No, that might kill her. There we are, she's dead anyway. Died before she had a chance to see if she was going to shoot the wrong team, which, as I say, is always quite funny, when it's my guys doing it. Now, Anastasia's got armour up, which means that she then becomes... well, in fact, they've all got armour up now, but it means they're all a better target for Lillian, who, if she is still alive, of course. So I will use Lillian on, what's her name? So there we are, she takes a ton of the armour off. So against armoured targets, she's very good. And more enemies do have armour, so that's quite useful. I'm going to hope... Now, Umber is best targeting offensive enemy heroes so that they have that chance to go a bit crazy. Oh yeah, there we are. And I'm going to switch my targeting to Anastasia. I'm going to kill Xavier there, get him out of the way. Anastasia, again, as you'll see, the damage is quite high because of the armour, so it knocks the armour off, as well as the rest of the damage it does to her. And then Crockett can do this. Logan didn't actually survive terribly long, which is a shame. Boom, 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 boom. Tiles flying around, and there we are. So that's a win for my blue team. So I refer to them as my blue team, although obviously only 2 of them were 5 stars and only 3 of them were blue. But that's my sort of blue attack team. Let's see if we can find another team to attack. Here we are. No, won't go for them because they got a red tank. Looking for a team with a non-red tank. Here we are, a blue tank. So for this, I will swap to my green team. So my green team Umber, I tend to take everywhere with me. And because we've got a few green heroes, so bring in, press the right ones. So I'm going to bring in a DD, or a DD, however you want to pronounce it. 295 damage to the target. Gets a critical chance for 3 turns and chance of dodge. Again, dodge, it can be really helpful. It can be very annoying at times. And Emma, who is, in my opinion, one of the best 5 stars in the game, deals 120% damage to target, 120% damage to 5 additional enemies, and gets defense plus defense for 3 turns. So it's actually the thing that makes it really good is that it does so much damage. And particularly if there's only one person left, you can literally just drill them full of holes. She's a bit like a sort of beefed up version of Victoria. Now you may be thinking, well, why is she not fully ready when Dede and Crockett are? When I'm saying she's the best, well, actually, it's because I only got her relatively recently, so she's still being leveled up. But she would have been my first choice of the green 5 stars, and that's the sort of vanilla green 5 stars, as it were. I won't swap Logan. I'll leave Logan in for now because it just sort of suits to have the team like that. The team I'm up against has got some extremely dangerous 5 stars, so I would not necessarily expect to win this one, but we'll see how we go. So Terminus is somebody who brings people back from the dead and does damage, and so does Cassini brings them back from the dead and does healing. So the combination there is going to be quite tough. Krampus is 170 damage. He steals all dispellable buffs and gives them to the allies, lifts all cleansable status ailments from an ally and randomly distributes them on enemies. So really, really quite annoying. Very dangerous hero. And Minamoto does his slicey thing. Not amazing, but relatively dangerous. Again, I've got a feeling Minamoto's a hero of the month, but I may be wrong on that. So although Anastasia is dead, unfortunately because of the 2, what do we call them? The 2 revivers that this team has, there's a reasonable chance she'll come back to life. Terminus they're doing dodging as well, which is even more annoying. So Terminus is probably going to be my first target, although, to be fair, I could also go for Cassinia. But either way, when you have a reviver, you want them dead fairly quickly. There we are. He's taken all my attack boosts there, which is extremely annoying. Luckily, I only had a few sort of plus up status ailments. You could see there that what's her name, Emma, did a reasonable amount of damage to several of them. As I say, it's really in some ways best when you're just sort of drilling the same guy full of holes over and over and over again, which can be really good. Not having a massive amount of luck. Right, let's see. I kind of want Krampus dead, but I also know that's probably not going to happen. Here we go. Luckily, everybody... Oh, no, not everybody ran out of stuff anyway. So now he's stolen my armour boost, which is extraordinarily annoying. Let's see. I do want to try and finish off Terminus if I get lucky. Not going to happen. And Terminus will almost certainly bring at least... Oh, he's brought them both back. There we are. That's bad news. Let's see if we can finish Terminus off there. No, he dodged it. So you can see the enemy team, some of these sort of special heroes that are a little bit hard to come by. I mean, Terminus is Krampus is from the Christmas event. Cassini is a mercenary hero. Who else have we got? Minamoto, I think, is an event, is a hero of the month, and yeah, they are extremely good heroes, some of these, and you do need a bit of luck on your board to get through them. My biggest issue now is going to be trying to get rid of Cassini before she goes off and takes all my guys out. Plus, she's of course got that dodge skill, so there we are. She's dodged it again. Very annoying when they keep dodging, and I'm obviously, although I'm colour stacked, I'm not really colour stacked for the right colour for her. Oh, at least I had an evade there. That's handy. It's really going to come down to how many heroes, if any, Cassini brings back to life, unless I can manage to kill her now, which I might be able to do. Bum, 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 bum. You see, yeah, ooh, there we are, that was lucky. So you saw there some of the advantages and disadvantages, and those sort of powerful, some of the more powerful 5-stars are on the other side. So that was my green team. Let's see if we can find, I've done a blue, I've done a red, give me a different colour please. Red and blue, come on, gotta be some other colours out here. Red, green. Okay, so green, I will swap my team around a little bit. So green, I will go for Thrasher, Haruto, and I have, although she's not fully ready yet, is Marina. Marina does the airstrike, which is 177 to all enemies, and puts their defense down. So that's quite good. Defense down is always quite helpful. Her special skill, as you can see, is not really very powered up at the moment. I need to actually boost that. No, hang on. I still want her. I just want her. I was just going to say. So upgrading the special skills. It always seems to be the skill books level 4 that I've run out of. But at the moment I'm short of food and iron as well, which is just one of those things. But there we are. Her skill will go up in time. Haruto, who I don't know of his special skills at full either. Nope, not quite. 165 damage to the enemy, and his burn damage over time is pretty useful, along with his armor over time, so he's quite good. Thrasher, I quite like Thrasher. Thrasher is a good sort of all-round safe hero. 255 damage to target nearby enemies, 100% damage against armor. All animals get plus 140 attack for 3 turns. So he's very similar to Logan, except that he does more damage against armor than Logan does, and he doesn't cleanse status ailments, which actually, to be fair, is probably more useful. So that probably makes Logan the better hero of the group. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, that's not a very nice board when you've colour stacked red. Although that was a good first move, even if I do say so myself. Feeling a bit fruity now. Let's see, can we... Oh, nope, there we are. So you'll see there, Emma did quite a chunk of damage. One of those things. There we are, she's out of the game. I'm going to try, I think, I'm not sure how this will affect Krampus with his random skills, but I'm going to try and hit Krampus because Krampus with the... Oh, maybe I probably should have targeted Rudolph by the look of that. There we are, never mind. Rudolph, another hero I mentioned, good hero. 185 damage to all enemies. All enemies get minus 48% against red for 3 turns. Remove buff from enemies. Caster get 38 armor per each buff removed. The best thing out there actually is it reduces defense against red because color specific reduction combined with armor reduction and things can make for a really, really, really dangerous combination for scoring really big on things like Titans and challenge events and so on and so forth. Boom, 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 boom. Not exactly shining here. I'm going to hope that Krampus goes wrong. Nope, not today. He did have the curse on him, but obviously didn't pay off today. Oh, I made a mistake there because I should have done Marina's attack first. If I'd done that, then I probably would have killed off Rudolph, but there we are, make a mistake. So yeah, do your defense down heroes before you do your attacks, generally speaking. Although there is an argument as well for doing Thrasher first for the attack boost, and you know, you can and ahh sometimes as to which is best. Probably lost here, especially as I haven't killed Terminus tucked away over there in the corner. Krampus again, sort of showing quite how tough he is. He's a bit of a nightmare to fight. the other hero we've got here, I can't remember her name, Parvati. Healing, 325 health for nearby enemies. Nearby allies get 118 armor each for 4 turns. Each increases in time. Clear status ailment from the caster and nearby enemies. She's quite good as like a tank and whatever. The kind of selfish healers are never really my favourites. I prefer ones that heal everyone, but actually healing people around her can make her quite versatile. Here we get to see quite how dangerous. Oh, there we are. Awfully dangerous heroes like Terminus are, insofar as they just brought everyone back to life. And I'm just going to flee because enough's enough. There we are. So that didn't really showcase my reds terribly well, but I don't think that was really necessarily the hero's fault, more mine. Let's move on. Oh, here we are. That's handy. I can go on my yellow team. So my yellow team, I've got 3 yellow heroes I can showcase. Yarlani, Hero of the Month, Stone, and Stinger. I also have down the bottom here, and I will bring her in for this because I'm doing a video about this, the Pika, who is a healer. So just having a quick look at them. Pika was one of the Easter heroes, a lucky pull for me. 240 health for all animals. All animals heal for 40% of the max health when using special skill for 3 turns. Strength in numbers by Yarlani. Oh, sorry, pop it back. Yarlani is quite good. Deals 195, does more damage for each additional yellow tile on the board. 33 charge generation, which is also quite handy. Stone hits everybody and all allies get 180% defense, so he boosts your defense, which is quite useful. And then Stinger, who is casted as 5% increased damage when using special skill for 3 turns and regenerates health, so she can keep herself alive, which can be quite useful, although, as I say, selfish healers, not always my favourite. The team I'm up against, actually they're all 4 stars except for the sheriff fella on the end there. Oh, that's a rubbish board when you're all yellow, isn't it? So I've mentioned the 4 stars. Wyatt is one of the best ones in the game. We're up against here, what's his name? What's your name? No, not Wyatt. I know Wyatt. I'm just talking about Wyatt. Cooper, quick draw. 275 damage to target, 200% additional damage to targets with less than 50% health. Caster goes 50% charge if the target is killed, which is quite useful. So yeah, he's not a bad guy. Again, he's useful if you can, when targeted correctly, which is the advantage of a human player against computer AI. Computer AI sometimes targets the wrong hero, not the right one you can't kill. So CROCKETT will boost the armor, Pika will do the healing, and there we are. You should find now that I'm relatively, touch wood, I'm relatively safe. I'll do my attack all thing first. Yarlani, I will target at Wyatt. I will target bomb. I'm not going to blow the yellow grenade yet because there's very few yellow tiles on the board, so I may as well wait till there's a few more. Yeah, it's probably enough now, so I'll blow the yellow grenade. That should finish off Wyatt. There we are. And there we go. What if I've still got my purples to go, is that right? I don't think I've done purples yet, have I? Hopefully not. I'm losing my mind. We're losing track anyway. Lots of tiles whizzing around. Let's hope that this generates enough charge to get a few people ready. And my yellow team win this one quite comfortably. Albeit she stays alive because she's got revive, but that won't do her much good because she only got 1 health. And will die on the next one unless she keeps reviving, which can go on for a little while, but never lasts forever. There we go, Fabio. Bye Fabio. And then we just have, I'm pretty sure it's just the purple team I haven't done yet, is it? So I need a yellow tank ideally. If I can't find a yellow tank quickly, I will just, there we are, that's handy. A yellow tank. Now, for this one, I will swap out, may as well keep in Yarlani, because I'm going to have Umbra, who I've already mentioned. I'm going to have Vigo, and I am going to have Sure Shot. Sure Shot isn't ready yet fully, but she'll do for this one, because I wanted to talk about 5 stars. So, Sure Shot, 405 damage to the target, although she's not fully prepared on this one. 50% damage, additional damage against armor, reduces the charge of the target by 35%, removes buffs from the target and nearby enemies. Probably the most useful thing there is reducing the charge of the target, because it means that you can target somebody who's just about to go off and delay their special skill. Can be really useful in raids. Vigo deals 170 damage to all enemies, and poisons all of the enemies. So you receive 225 damage over 3 turns, which is quite useful. Umbra, I've already mentioned. So those are my purple 5 stars. And we're up against a team of Jimon. Deals 390 damage to target. All enemies get minus 50% healing received, and that can't be cleared. Yeah, it's pretty good, I guess. He's an event hero. In fact, I think... No, they're not quite all event heroes. We've mentioned Minamoto and Anastasia. We've got Coaster, who is nasty. He's an event hero. 390 damage to the target. Bleed. 351 damage over turn, and it can't be cleared. And very, very useful Jocasta, who's a very, very useful hero. 545 health for all allies, which is a massive healing boost. Plus 38% charge generation for 3 turns, clear status ailments from all allies. So quite a dangerous team to go against. But there we are, let's go for it. Bomb, 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 bomb. And, can just, right then. Just let's push this door to a second. I don't know if anybody could hear the video in the background. I apologise if you could. Alright, let's just get some tiles whizzing around. New. There we are. Purple stacking has done its job. Let's see if we can get some purple heroes into play here. Okay, so I'm going to use Yarlani against Coaster because there's extra yellow tiles and it does extra damage against yellows. Sure Shot I'm going to target at Jocasta because I don't see how much her charge went down there. Really, really useful. And I will use Umbra against Minamoto because if he does go off, it'd be quite handy if he would accidentally go and kill one of his teammates. Yellow tiles should finish off Coaster there, which is quite handy. Purple tiles hopefully will finish off Jocasta. Oh, not quite enough. Vigo obviously hits everyone, so I may as well just chuck him in now. I want to be a bit careful not to give any... ideally, I don't want to give anybody any mana right now because I want Jocasta to let the poison kill her, so I'll just fire some random tiles off into space. I'm gonna... Oh, no, Minamoto's cleared of the status ailment that I put on him anyway, so I may as well just throw tiles at them and see what happens. Oh dear, suddenly all my heroes are dying. That's not good. Again, probably going to target Minamoto because I don't think her Umbra's special skill works on healers. I don't think it diverts the healing onto your side. It only works with the special attacks, not defensive ones, I believe. If I'm wrong, please put a note in the comment. Should win this, although Anastasia is quite tough. She's just hanging on, but not for long enough. Unless she dodges this, I don't think she's got a dodge skill. There we go. Phew, that was close. Dodge skill can come with some of the guns as well, I should point out. So it can apply to almost any hero who's got the right gun. And there we are. So that is it. That is all the 5 stars that I have. Obviously, there are other 5 stars available, but I felt I should review them. Other 5 stars I have down towards the bottom of my roster. So I've got Nima, who Nima looks quite good as a healer. I preferred Pika, which is what Pika's the one who I focused on. But she summons little hollow tiger minions that keep everyone alive and increases defense against purple, which is quite handy. Hush, 230 damage to target, 50% additional damage against armor, and a burning damage over time, which is so-so. It's only hit targeting one person. Mean, 200 damage to target nearby enemies, which is quite handy. Nearby allies get 90% attack and 20% critical chance. So mean, I would probably say it might be my next one. It depends. Crockett I've already got, so it would just be a duplicate. Powell, 215 damage to target nearby enemy, heals the caster for 50% of the damage dealt. So he's quite good at keeping himself alive, but probably not much else. Or at least, reasonable amount of damage, but he's not helping out the team as a whole. So those are my sort of spare 5 stars that are waiting in the wings. Everybody else you can see waiting in the rings is 3 stars or less. And the 2 stars and 1 stars are just for food. 4 stars or less rather than 3 stars or less. Sorry, let's get that right. So there we are. So that's a review of the 5 stars that I have. Typically enough, there are lots and lots of 5 stars in the game. Although they are officially the rarest hero, there are actually more of them individually. They're just very hard to get hold of. Most of my, well, a lot of mine come from training camps, though I have been quite lucky on this game in a lot of ways with some of my summons. And there are a few videos of me doing summons as well, if you ever want to check them out. Anyway, it just remains for me to say thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please remember to like, share, comment and subscribe. As I sort of keep mentioning, I'm nearly up to 1,000 subscribers, and then I'll be able to retire and live off the fortune I'm making from my YouTube empire. Anyway, there we go. So thank you very much for watching. It just remains for me to say, may death come swiftly to your enemies. Take care of yourselves. This is Farmer Ben, wishing everybody all the best. Bye.